Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing another makeup video. I haven't done one of these in a few weeks. So today I'm going to mess around with the Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop. I've had this palette for quite some time, but then the whole quarantine thing happened, so I haven't used it just yet. So I decided now is as good a time as any to try it out and let you guys know what I think of it. And just a disclaimer, my hair is really struggling during all this, so let's ignore the fact that my roots are a mile long and I might as well have an ombre at this point. So here's the palette. The colors are really pretty. They're very neutral. So this is a good palette for an everyday kind of subtle look for any occasion really. So that is what I like. I like a good palette that is very versatile, that I can use for just about anything. So before doing anything, I'm going to use my Soft Focus Glow Drops from, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, Rodial. I've been holding on to this for a while. I was using this every day for quite some time and I love it. I just stopped using it for a bit, but this is great. So I'm using this as my primer. And as I normally do, I primed my eyelids with my concealer just because I feel like this is such a good eyeshadow primer. There's no rules when it comes to makeup, so I just use concealer, but there are tons of great eyeshadow primers out there as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with the shade Shredded, which is this one right here, and use it as a kind of like a base. And next, after much deliberation, because I couldn't decide which of these shades to use, I'm going to go in with the shade Shell Yeah, which is this one right here. And that'll be for the outer portion of my eye. I always forget how pigmented ColourPop's palettes are, so I always end up putting way too much on my brush before going in. But in any case, I really like the way that shade turned out. It's a very pigmented, nice, kind of like a pinkish brown shade. I like it. So next, for over top to blend in, I'm going to go in with the shade Coolada, which is this one right here. Now I didn't use a lot of it, I kind of just used it to blend out the Shell Yeah shade right underneath my brow. And next for the inside of my eye, I'm going to go in with the Cocoa Crush, which is this really nice shimmery shade in the middle here. I think that's so pretty. So I have to admit that this shade was this shimmer shade was a bit flaky. Normally the shimmery shades that I get in these palettes is very creamy and goes on like really smoothly, but this one was a little bit flaky. I don't know if it was, I don't really know how to explain it, but nonetheless it came out alright. So next I'm going to go back to Coolada for underneath my waterline. So that'll do it for the eyeshadow. So next I'm just going to do my eyeliner with my Kat Von D ink liner, which I use all the time. So luckily my Sephora package came in yesterday because it seems like I'm running out of this. But in any case, I was able to squeeze the last bit out of it onto my eyes. So I'll go back for mascara in a bit, but for now I'm going to do my foundation with my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, which, as you all know if you've seen my other videos, is my tried and true foundation. I'm also going to skip my brows because I was growing them out, and then again quarantine happened, so I haven't been able to get them groomed, so they are kind of just out of control, and honestly I'm not even going to go there. So in any case, next I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape to conceal under my eyes. And next I've just got some pressed powder to kind of matte everything out from e.l.f. It is their Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. Now I'm quickly going to go back to my eyes for mascara, and I'm just going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is my favorite all-time mascara. If you have any others that you think are just absolutely amazing, mascara is my favorite makeup product to try, so please let me know. So next, I'm just going to use my Urban Decay Naked Flush palette for some blush and bronzer. And then for highlight, I've got the Urban Decay Afterglow in the shade Sin. And then lastly for lips, I'm just going to use a Bare Minerals matte liquid lip in the shade Wink. I like this one because it's just very toned down and kind of like nude. And so there you have it. Here's the finished look. Overall, I really liked the Going Coconuts palette. I was kind of iffy about the shimmery shades only because they were so flaky, and I'm used to ColourPop's shimmer shades being very creamy and smooth and, you know, easy to apply. But this one was kind of flaky and kind of like sparse when I went to apply it. Maybe it is because I don't know. I'm trying to come up with excuses, but honestly I don't have one. But overall, I think that this palette is great, and I really highly recommend ColourPop products. If you ask any of my friends when they ask about any kind of makeup, I always refer them to ColourPop, because if you're not somebody that is very into doing your makeup or don't want to spend a lot of money on makeup, ColourPop is such a great brand to try out because it is so cheap, and the quality of the products are just really great, and the selection is huge. I just highly recommend. But back to the palette. I really liked the palette. The colors were great. I like how this look came out. Like I said, it is good for an everyday palette. It is kind of like subtle colors, so you can use this for basically any occasion. So again, highly recommend Going Coconuts, which is what I'm doing during this quarantine. So as always, if there are any other palettes or makeup products that you would like me to try out to see how they work, please let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to do so. And if you liked today's video, make sure you hit the red button down below, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell next to it to be notified whenever I post. And make sure to check me out on social media @BrieCutter, and check out my blog at unbreakablebliss.com. And until next time, see you guys.